Hello and welcome. It's news across Nigeria. I'm Ayotunde Balogun, and on the program today, Kaduna State beefs up security in schools as military strike force takes up positions in southern Kaduna. Benue State lawmakers pass bill against open grazing. And residents cry out over the deplorable state of Kayama Bridge in Bayelsa State. We start in Abuja, the nation's federal capital territory, where the president attended today's Jumat service at the presidential villa. President Muhammadu Buhari was joined by the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, the National Security Advisor, Mohammed Babagana Mongono, and other officials. His attendance comes less than 48 hours after missing the Federal Executive Council meeting for the third time since his return from medical vacation in the United Kingdom.
He came out by himself. He didn't come out on a stretcher. He prayed like any other person. He finished until the prayers are completed. So he looks quite strong. So I think all the speculation now should be laid rest. But every human being falls sick. I remember one of the American presidents ruled America on wheelchair. So obviously I think the best for our leaders is to pray to them, or for them to have health, good mind, sound mind, and that's how all of us will enjoy and benefit. But if we pray negatively, it will affect all of us. So obviously, all human beings will fall sick one day, will die one day.
In a bid to prevent attacks in schools or on schools in southern Kaduna, the state government has promised to establish a military strike force in each of the tertiary institutions in the area. Now, the government announced this when it met with representatives of students of the state-owned University and College of Education, both in Kafanchan. Governor Nasir El-Rufai had in November last year ordered the closure of the schools following attacks by suspected armed bandits in the southern part of the state. Secretary to the Kaduna State government, Lawal Balarabe, gave an assurance that the schools will soon be reopened.
After that period of December, there was uncertainty around that area. A number of rumors going on, a number of engineered crises. Some of them we feel that there are people that really want to do the opportunity for their political machination and the rest of it. So that we felt that it is important for us to make sure that we guarantee the safety and the security of the students, because the students, like I said earlier on, that they are the future of this nation. And I would rather have the students at home than for me to be there to parade them. I think we are making all effort to open it very soon, because we are being able to build a strike force there, which we are going to put the army and the police to give protection to the institution. We are also going to do the same thing for the other institutions around that area.
A United Nations report has revealed how children in Nigeria's northeast has continued to be brutalized as a result of Boko Haram's insurgency in the region. Now, according to the UN Secretary General's Special Representative for Children in Armed Conflict, Virginia Gamba, the report, as a first of its kind, as it captures the impact on children of the security and humanitarian situation in the country. That's between January 2013 and December 2016. Now, Ms. Gamba in the statement explains, quote, with tactics including widespread recruitment and youth abductions, sexual violence, attacks on schools, and the increasing use of children in so-called suicide attacks, Boko Haram has inflicted unspeakable horror upon the children of Nigeria's northeast and neighboring countries. A statement adds that during the period reported, Boko Haram attacks on communities and with security forces resulted in the killing of some 3,900 children killed, leaving more than 7,300 others maimed. The report lists suicide attacks as the second leading cause of child casualties, accounting for over 1,000 deaths and 2,100 injuries during the period, with 90 children, most of them girls, used for suicide bombings in Nigeria, Cameroon, Chad, and Niger Republic. The UN verified the recruitment and use of 1,650 children and says that testimonies from children separated from Boko Haram indicates that many were abducted, while others joined the group due to financial incentives, peer pressure, family ties, and for ideological reasons. The UN also estimates that 1,500 have been destroyed since 2014, with at least 1,280 casualties among teachers and students. A patrol van belonging to the Nigerian Customs Service has been set ablaze by some car dealers who attempted to prevent officials from impounding some vehicles from a car shop in the Kaduna State capital. Now, our correspondent in Kaduna had gathered that a team of customs officials had stormed one of the car dealers' shops and seized about 6 vehicles suspected to have been smuggled into the country. However, this didn't go down well with the car dealers, who quickly mobilized some youth in the area to stop the action. One of the customs drivers attached to the Federal Operations Unit of the service in an attempt to escape from the mob was attacked and his vehicle set ablaze before the arrival of security operatives. The spokesman of the Nigerian Customs said that the owner of the car shop is already in their custody, while investigations to find out the perpetrators of the attack has already begun. Now, the Niger police appear determined to flush out criminal elements from the society, with a large number of 170 suspects arraigned in Delta State for serious crimes, which in Adamawa State, a senior member of the force retired after 35 years of service.
It's quite a large number of suspects arrested by the Delta State Police Command. 170 persons nabbed for serious offences, including murder, kidnapping, armed robbery, and other violent crimes. The Commissioner of Police, Delta State Command, appreciates information volunteered by members of the public, which helped to crack some cases.
The syndicates that are responsible for kidnapping of ladies here in Asaba. I'm sure you remember that recently we have had a little upsurge of kidnapping of women, especially those that drive flashy cars. We have had 5 or 6 of such cases. By the grace of God, we have gotten the kingpin of that syndicate, and we are also on the trail of the remaining of his cohorts.
The honorable retirement of Commissioner of Police Adamawa State Command was done with a pulling out parade in Yola, the state capital. With senior officers in attendance, the CP describes his experience of 35 years as a police officer.
Nigerian policeman is ill-equipped, yes, he performs public crime. Nigerian policeman does not get all the tools needed for effective fight crime, to a standstill, yet he performs his duty. A Nigerian policeman is a jack of all trades and master of all. With all these qualities, it is not an overstatement to conclude that, given enough logistics and improved work package, the country can boast of standard, effective, reliable, and incomparable police in the world.
The business of fighting crime is one of a continuous nature. As the old guard makes way for the new, the police say commitment to enforcing the law remains absolute.